Mic check, mic check. Yeah. You'll have to see, make sure your mic's good. Cool. Yo. Flex Friday. You don't see us picks both up? We go 2 camera angles, boy. Yo. Oh, yeah, here we go. We good now. Can you go sideways?
Yeah, sideways.
Can you see everything?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
I believe you want to check it out.
Yeah. I want to check it out real quick. Cool. Say hi.
Check out your phone. What up? Flex Friday. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Putting on the helmet.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I am ready.
You can't
smash some arms.
You think there's not enough room to
There's no room vertical.
Oh, gotcha.
It's 2. If you guys could see this production setup.
Oh,
this is absolutely amazing.
It's amazing.
Flex
All right.
Friday.
Flex Friday. Emo. All right. We got our special guest coming here soon. Cole. Listen to me, Cole. What do you think about when you think about Friday?
Friday?
Friday.
I think about tearing t-shirts with some hammer curls.
So
bicep curls. Bicep curls. It's curl action. We've already hit arms. I'm doing more arms.
More arms. Hey, you know what? Hold on.
Friday is basically arms all day.
Friday is Friday is arms all day. I'm gonna go live on mine too. Hold on.
Yes.
We got to do that. They fucking changed IG, bro. Where the hell do I go live on IG now? Changed up the whole game, bro. Story. Here we go. So we're gonna do an official start of the show in 1 second. Hold on. This is
the warm up. This is the warm up.
Absolutely.
It's the warm up.
Absolute warm up. Hold on.
Yeah, some nice angle.
Yeah.
That's a good angle right there. Ooh. Pumped up.
Oh, it's amazing.
On some creatine. Pre-workout.
Sorry, y'all. I'm taking too long. I'm coming. I swear.
Yes, this is us just pressing the button and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's part of it, right? It's part of the game.
Ooh.
Part of the game. All right. Oh yeah.
We gotta get set up. I got it. Corey right now has his phone mounted on a protein with a test booster behind it.
Oh shit, that's dude. IG stream.
You got any comments out there? Yeah.
You want to handle this? I can't.
Yeah.
Go live. All right, listen. This first episode of Flex Friday is brought to you by Amino Recovery, and I'm going to tell you why. Because on this episode, we're going to talk about beer. We're going to talk about supplements. We're going to talk about arms.
Arms every day.
We're going to talk about football. We got a special guest today. Boom Heron's in the house. We're going to bring him in here in a second. I see he's in the green room. He's in the green room right now, probably sipping on some Alizé. In the green room, probably eating some of those almonds we got for him. He requested Skittles, gummy bears, almonds. Maybe he's doing some bicep curls. Maybe Boom's out there doing some bicep curls. Now, before Boom, are you ready, Cole? Not yet? Okay, he's getting it. There's one thing. So me and Boom, we've been friends for a long time. And I asked him for a jersey to hang in my office a long time ago, right? And I used to wonder because Boom looked so jacked when he was in college, right? I mean, super jacked. That's why he's got to be our first guest, because his arms is jacked up. And I always wondered why he looked so jacked on TV. It's because this jersey is so damn small. So Boom must have had this medium because absolutely, right? So these armholes, I put this bitch on one day and I was like, and Boom's way more jacked than me. So I'm like, no wonder this dude looked so huge back in the day, right? But we got to do this officially. It's Flex Friday! It's Flex Friday! It's Flex Friday! All right, so that was official.
Great way to start the weekend.
Hey, and I wore.
And the week strong.
Listen, the last time I was good at football, You can't close up. I've got this is me in second grade right here. This is a
Yeah.
pin I found that my
Corey
mom
has
gave
a
me.
nice haircut.
Yeah, I have an amazing haircut. So I would say that's called a bowl cut, where somebody just puts a bowl on your
Yeah,
head.
it's like an artist haircut.
Oh, it's amazing. But all right, we're gonna bring homie Boom in right now and talk a little football, and then we'll come back to beer, arms, everything. Hold on one second. We're gonna grab you.
Oh yeah.
Boom, what's good?
What's happening? What's good, bros?
Oh man, I'm telling you. Hey, you want to try the different
Yeah.
screen real quick, Cole? We're just figuring it out, Boom.
Oh, yeah. It's all good, man. We're gonna figure it out and keep it going.
So let's go that one other one. So we got full screen. There we go. We'll rock with that. All right. So, Boom, couple things. Obviously, Daniel Boom Heron, welcome to the show. Everybody in C-Bus knows him as, man, 100,000 people. Boom! Every time he would get the ball was amazing. And, played with the Colts, played with the Bills, a little bit with Cincinnati. So he had a nice little stint in the league. Boom, straight up, like, you see these people playing with no fans, man. How would that like feel in this day and age? Like, could you imagine, like, because in college your experience was even more fans than the pros. So like, how's that vibe when you're watching it on TV? Is that hard for you to even like grasp?
Watching it on TV, it does seem a little weird. But man, I tell you what, when you step between those lines and you going against the person across from you, man, it's like you so locked in. Like I used to tell people, like when I was in college, man, like it was like I knew the crowd was there, but it's like I ain't even hear the crowd, I ain't see the crowd. Like you be so locked into the game, bro, and doing your job, and like you got to be so focused on doing your job that you can't even hear nothing else. I mean, obviously, when it gets super duper loud, I mean, it's hard to hear, but bro, you be so zoned in and locked into the game, man. It's just like the crowd is like a non-factor.
So you think that's not as big a factor maybe as what like a person whose last time they were good at football was second grade, like that they probably So I'm wearing my pin right now. It's amazing. So it's like that might be less of a factor than what probably I would think it'd be a huge factor. But once again, when you're dialed in, that makes sense.
No, yeah.
I mean, obviously when you playing away, and for instance, I mean, you playing at Penn State, and it's a whiteout. Trust me, I mean, it takes some super focus to be locked in. But like I said, I mean, for me, man, I was always like the game of football. Like when I stepped between those lines, man, it was like a whole nother mindset when I stepped between those lines, because it's like I locked in. Like somebody could be talking to me, but I'm so focused on my opponent and what he's trying to do to me. It's like I gotta beat this man, so I'm so locked into that I can't even hear nothing else.
Yeah, facts. What you got, Cole?
I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to like no fans, so it's quiet. You got to rely, like you got to bring the juice for your teammates.
Yeah,
like you're like the sideline are the ones that's got to be pumped up, ready to
They're
go.
the fans now. Hearing your boys holler for you when you're out there on special teams, probably getting a play or whatever, is probably got to be hype in a different way, right? Boom, you would think.
Absolutely, man. Another funny thing about with it not being no fans, like you could hear all the shit that the guys is talking out
there. Yeah. Yeah, that brings that because we as fans watching TV, you can't normally hear any of that stuff, but there is a lot more chirping going on, and you would expect that, obviously.
Yep.
That's pretty sick. What do you think about the Buckeyes and IU? Like when the Buckeyes didn't play last week, I picked to watch IU first because they're so explosive. I think we're gonna have some problems. Like I think it's gonna be closer than it is. That's just my perspective, but I'd love to hear your perspective.
In my opinion, obviously we have a great team. We've done some great things this year. IU definitely has a great team. They got a pretty good quarterback over there. And that's the only thing that kind of scares me. Ohio State, we never really do very good against mobile quarterbacks, guys that can run. If you could remember when Trevor broke that long run in the Clemson game last year, it was like nobody ever expected that. Like when he did that, it was like, oh snap. But other teams with mobile quarterbacks have made that happen, and and that's the thing that we struggle with. And our defense has I feel like they're still trying to find, you know, themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we still like, you know, trying to figure everything out. I mean, obviously you got a lot of new guys stepping into new roles and doing some things. Obviously, you know, Ohio State is kind of like that every other couple of years. Like the defense always has to, like, you know, find themselves and figure out how guys gonna do what. And I know they're gonna figure it out, you know. But I think I honestly would say, you know, us not having those first couple games when we play like a, you know, Akron or a Toledo, you know, Miami, Ohio, those first couple games to kind of get like the kinks out and figure everything out. I think that has played a effect for all the teams. You know, I mean, you see teams like, I mean, obviously that team up north, you know, they're taking losses to. They took a couple losses.
They struggling real bad, bro.
They're struggling. But you know, when you go straight into Big Ten play, man, that's you know, Tresh used to always say, man, all right, we're going into Big Ten play now. It's about to get real because it's physical, it's everything. But overall, as far as the game, man, I think it's gonna be a good game. Obviously, if we come out and we play Ohio State football and we do our job, I think we can get the job done. I know we're gonna get the job done. It's just we can't let them get comfortable. We can't let them, you know, start making big plays. And if they make big plays, I mean, we got to make our big plays. Obviously, Justin Fields and the offense, I think they're going to do what they do. I think we got a great leader in Fields, and he does a great job of running the offense. And as long as the defense plays strong and we make plays on special teams, you know, that's a big part. Making big plays on special teams. Like Tresh used to always say, punt is the most important play in football. Long as we do that, I think we'd be good.
What do you think about DeAndre Hopkins' catch, boom, over 3 dudes? And how's that take a motherfucker's soul, bro? Like, right? I mean, you know, you see Kyler Murray scramble, and then obviously he got picked 9th in the draft overall in baseball. Yeah. He throws a dime, and D-Hop just takes motherfuckers' souls, bro. Boss move. Like, is he the best at that right now in the league from a wideout standpoint? And when you see that, that's like, I mean, over 3 other professional athletes, bro. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy to me.
Honestly, bro, that's why you gotta love the game of football, man. Because if it's time on the clock, until there's no time on the clock, the game is not over, man. Because everybody, you know, Stephon Diggs had a great play, made a big time play. You know, they drove down the field, ended up scoring a touchdown. Everybody thought the game was over. And I'm man, when you got, you know, D-Hop over there who can basically just throw it up and he gonna go get it, man. The way he did that, bro. Like, if I was the Bills, man, I would be so hurt, bro. That's like, all right, the season. Like we had something good going, but the season over now. Like,
that's why you pay the man, though, because you can do that. Exactly, I mean, that's a straight up. And that's why, like, you know, the guy, Dose and Taj that work with us here at Max Effort, they train D-Hop in the off season. And, you know, you're obviously the one that introduced me to those guys.
Right.
Like, they said his work ethic and his drive after what happened in Houston was serious. And then when you see a play like that, I got nothing but respect for that dude. And I watched his story on ESPN 360 or something about how his mom lost her sight from like some crazy accident, but this lady went to jail because she threw acid on her. She ain't been able to see since D-Hopson's been like 7 or 8, bro. Like, he got a driving force that a lot of people don't even understand. It's next level. So when you see, like, after I understood that story, heard personal work ethic stuff from our guys, and then see something like that, bro, I'll be a fan for life. It's amazing.
Man, he's a good dude off the field as well, man. Very, very humble dude too, man. I mean, and like you said, his story about his mom, and, you know, I've seen and every time that he scores a touchdown, he goes and gives the ball to his mom, man. And it's a crazy story, but a great story, man. Like,
it's inspiring.
The relation, like the relationship that they have, and the way that even though she can't see, but you could just tell how excited she is when every time that he goes and give her that football, man. It's just amazing, man. So Yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to that catch, man, because that was big time, but that was next time level, man, and
Man,
that's
what?
why he one of the best in the game right now.
Yeah. No, that's what sports is all about right there. For
Absolutely.
real. And it hyped everything. I'm excited for the Thursday. I'm excited for Thanksgiving night, Steelers, Ravens.
It's gonna be a good game.
After a belly full of pumpkin pie, sweet potato
Man.
pie, whatever you eat.
Hold on,
And
man.
I can't wait.
Man, because I know you a Steelers fan, right, G?
Of course. I was hoping you was gonna end up there so bad, Boom.
Hey, G, you know, so crazy, man, and I know we got a couple Buckeyes over there. Shout out to the boys over there, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward leading the way over there, man.
Yeah.
But I can't stand the Steelers, man. and honestly, you know, I respect Coach Tomlin because he's a great
Oh, he's a
coach,
beast.
man. They got a great organization. I respect
Dude,
the
3
organization.
coaches in 60 years. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
You hear that and you're just like, and the fact that they took a chance on Coach Tomlin when he was so young in his career, he's obviously showed that Rooney's just know how to do it, bro. It's amazing.
Absolutely. But the reason why I don't like the Steelers, man, is honestly because
we win all the time.
In my years of playing the Steelers, I've never beat them. They didn't draft me.
Yeah, there you go. I can't say that.
Yeah.
They didn't draft me. They didn't sign me when I was free.
Yep.
And I just never beat them. So I got every reason to hate on the Steelers.
We need to talk about more important stuff now, Boom. How's your arm training going?
Yeah.
My arm training is going pretty good. I mean, it has been tough. I think the last time we got together, G, I was telling you that I was trying to find somewhere where I can give me some weights, man. Because obviously, you know, with Corona and everything, all the gyms been closed.
Yep.
And at my house, you know, I'm just now setting up my little gym. You know, I got a couple of things, but the only thing I'm really missing is, you know, I need me a couple of dumbbells. Even though
yes, you do.
hey, but I always figure out something, man. Even if I gotta lift the couch, if I gotta lift whatever, man, I'm gonna get them arms.
You're doing couch
man.
curls, real tough.
Hey, G, I'm gonna get them arms in because I can't be, you know, I always say, you know, I'm that retired player. I can't be walking around here looking sloppy, man. I gotta stay
thing ever,
fit.
bro.
I gotta stay lean. I gotta stay, you know.
You gotta look like you can always
you
still
know?
play, Boom. Exactly. I think that's a huge deal because I'm gonna tell you what, I saw the worst situation I saw like that. I was dumbfounded. I saw a dude that used to be the really good quarterback for Nebraska back in the day in like the 80s. The real crazy great athlete. He was like the first version of Mike Vick, basically. I forget his name. They won a national title with Tom Osborne. Who's that, Boom?
I forgot his name too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about though?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Freak show. And then I saw him, he looked like an O lineman.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this dude was like Mike Vick before Mike Vick existed. And I was like, huh? And there's nothing worse than an out of shape athlete. I believe that 1,000,000%. And the fact that y'all put your body through so much stuff, you know, early in, you need to take care of yourself at another level and be even a little lighter than your playing days and carry the less load on your body. Take care of yourself because you used a lot of reps up early on, right? And you're going to feel those effects for the duration. That's just a fact.
Right. I would say it's so crazy because, you know, most of the bigger guys, like the linemen,
they always get light, don't they?
Those are the ones that lose all the weight. And then you see the receivers and like the corners and the running backs, those are the ones that be blowing up. And I'm like, man, how you just let yourself go like that, man? But I mean, I can see how it can happen because, you know, obviously when you motivated to do what you love, man, you motivated to go to the gym or, you know, work out and everything like that. But once you're done, it's like, all right, I'm gonna take a break, man. I'm gonna, you know, do this. And then obviously when you on a team, you burning multiple calories at practice, you know, stuff like that. So you on a schedule. So you know what I'm saying? It's like you're doing it every day. So once you get done, that transition can be tough. I can honestly say that because, you know, when you get away from it, you got to really find yourself. You got to find your schedule. You got to find, you know, put the time in, put the work in yourself now. It's not like, you know, all right, I'm getting paid to do this, so I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys lose themselves.
That's the difference. And Tommy Frazier is who it was, my boy Bobby V. Appreciate you, Bobby. Yeah, so Tommy Frazier, when I saw him, I was like, because I remember watching him as a kid, and this dude was just dicing people up.
Yeah.
But that is the thing. I think the athletes, and I think it can go high school, it can go college and into pro, that when you're not training for a sport, it's weird. So my sport has always been lifting.
Yep.
So that's why I never understood, like I never made that association, like, why are guys missing workouts? Like I don't fucking miss workouts, but it's
Right.
also because I wasn't training to play something else. I was training to be good at this,
Mhm.
right? And so when you have to make that switch, I think it's really tough. Game checks ain't coming no more. That you got to be there at 7 a.m. Right? Boom.
Mhm.
Like, and
Mhm.
that right there is a hard transition for I think a lot of guys. And the skill players usually keep their weight down because they're moving so much. And then when they don't move, it's just a very easy concept. And then
Mhm.
the bigger dudes have to eat because they're moving mountains. So
Mhm.
the whole dynamic completely flips.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny because you know, I talk to people and they be like, you know, you see larger people, like people who are like, you know, obese and like 300, 400 pounds. And they like, man, how did they lose weight so easily? And I'm like, gee, think about it. People who get big like that, most of the time they not moving at all. I mean, months and months. But as soon as they start moving just a little bit, just doing a little bit every single day, they just start losing weight. And maybe you can answer this. But for a person like, say, like myself, okay, I might start gaining weight, whatever, you know, I might put 10 pounds on, but, you know, it takes me extra movement to lose weight. Why is that, OG?
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
think it's you get further away. The further you get away from your baseline of fitness. So like, let's say you played at 210, right? Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get up to 225. Well, the reality is you're still not that far away. If you was
Right.
up to 275, then getting down to 250 is going to come way easier. So I think it really
Mm.
just comes. That's why I always tell people when they try to get abs the first time, it's the hardest time because you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to force your body to do something that it's never done before, right? And so like at some point there becomes that kind of threshold where your discipline has to be an extra level to get it. And so when your body starts to relax, boom, what your old look at playing isn't your look no more.
Right.
Your body became this normal because of the calories you're burning, because of the activities different. So it's going to be a little bit harder because you didn't realize what you was doing just naturally, what the impact was, and not only doing it, but doing it every season since you've been 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There's just that's a huge impact on a lot of stuff, you know? So
Yeah. Another thing about guys with like, you know, muscles like yourself, like, gee, like we have to like stay on it because it's so crazy how a muscle could turn into fat. And that fat is like it's a whole different type of fat when
you're just talking
when
about getting
you
soft quick. It
Yeah.
happens.
man, so it's like we gotta stay on top of it, man, because you know, for a person that has no muscles and they get, you know, start gaining weight and get fat, whatever, theirs is a little different. But ours is like, man, if we let ourselves go, ours look like,
You can't ever unsee it.
oh man, it's
That's why I
bad.
told myself first time I ever got shredded for like a bodybuilding show, it messed me up because I was like, oh shit, I can look like that. So then now you have that in your mind of you know, even like my perspective of like being out of shape is probably still like 10-12% body fat just because I've seen that extreme. You know,
Mm-hmm.
same as you probably at your, you know, the peak of your career, you see yourself like, damn, I'm fucking jacked up, fast, jump, everything. And it's like you always, I think, parallel it versus that. And I don't know if that's fair to you or me or whoever does that, but that's just what it is. But that also is a good, you know, accountability factor to know, like, all right, this is what I used to feel like. This is what I can be. And I think I always try to reference, like, what did you weigh when you played high school or college football? And, you know, you're going to mature a little bit even from then. So it's like you should probably be in a rough 10-pound, 20-pound radius of that at the max. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Even as an older person, even if you don't train all the time. But that's like, you know, because most people's high school weight, they still have kids. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You're going to have that man weight, they call it, that's going to come on.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's pretty good. What you got, Cole?
No, yeah. I just think it's like important to always stay on top of it because it's
Yeah.
crazy if you take like a week off or so.
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
Like you feel like depleted, like your gains are gone basically. So you get
Gains
like,
are
you have to
gone.
stay- like that's why arms every day.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
I get those
Hey.
dumbbells, do some arms.
Yeah, we need to loan Boom some dumbbells
Yeah.
out here in the streets.
Hey, it's crazy that you say that taking like a, you know, a week off, man. It's like for me, naturally, if I go like more than like 2 or 3 days, man, I feel like completely terrible, bro. I feel like I'm just out of sync almost, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like I gotta do something. I gotta do something to sweat or do something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that my body still reacts that way, man. Because like we said, it's some guys and kind of let themselves go, and it's done got ugly.
Yeah. Two more things I want to talk about. One, I know you have taken up golf, so I don't know if you're aware, but I've got a new podcast with the PGA Tour.
I did
Shameless
see that,
plug.
man.
Yeah.
I
Make
did
sure
see
you
that.
check that mug out. The Golf and Fitness Show. We
Okay.
number 6 on iTunes right now in golf, which I'm pretty proud of. I think it's really cool. Well, and just like it's such a different vibe for me, whole unique, different crowd, even though I've been part of it for a long time. And what I love is about most athletes in their retirement. Like I love Jason Williams. He's one of my favorite guys, white chocolate, or whatever they used to call him back in the day. He's like, yeah, I play 36 holes a day.
What?
He used to play, he used to play with, Randy. So him and Randy Moss went to the same high school. So
Okay.
that's what's crazy is when they were hooping, he's throwing Moss oops. And I don't know if you played football or not, but I remember when I was younger, because they're around the same age as me, like hearing that stuff, because they were in West Virginia. They weren't far from where me and Cole grew up, and we would hear rumblings of these guys, right? So when you see they both became pro athletes, now it starts to make sense. But I think golf is interesting because, like, I just interviewed Gary Player. He's 85, still plays like 5 days a week. Like, there's very few sports, this might be the only one, that you can play literally your entire life if you just take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And still be competitive with your friends and get out with your family. And I just think that some people think golf is soft, right? And I used to, because I was always a hardcore weightlifter or play sports, but the reality is it's amazing for business. You have to keep your cool during the round to not blow it's really hard athletically. People don't give it enough, to repetitively. It's like a good jumper. And it's one of those things that I'm so passionate about. And I'm a mix of weird worlds. I've always said that, but it's like, it's really cool to then interview some people that have been like great at it and like what it's done, so it's a very interesting project for me. So, and I know you're trying to take it up a little bit, Boom. What's your, when you think about golf and you get out there, being a pro athlete, it's a whole different deal.
Man, so with the golf game, man, like you said, I've taken it on, and I've been playing. This year I probably played. Obviously, this is the most I ever played in my life this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get done playing football, you gotta find other things to do, and I start playing. And me and you played a couple times together. Me and DeVere Posey and Jared Sullinger, I played a couple times with them.
Jared's fun to play with.
Oh,
so
yeah.
is DeVere.
Yeah. Me and Benny played, multiple times. My brother played with him. But obviously, golf is almost like a mental thing, man. Because if you're not hitting the ball right, you can get so frustrated, so out of game. So you got to kind of just like stay focused, and like my brother always say, just keep swinging, man. Just keep swinging.
Hey.
Like the more that like for me, the more that I play, the better that I get.
Sure.
Obviously. So I just keep that mindset, man. Just keep swinging. You're gonna find your game. And obviously, it took me time to, learn how to run a football, learn how to, lift weights. It takes time. So
you can't show up and be on the PGA.
Right.
I think people expect that. I think some athletes are really good at it, like right out the gate. But most time, I've seen some amazingly athletic people super struggle with golf, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, the thing is, G, we think, well, at least for myself, I think I'm strong, but you're not even like the way you have to use your strength in golf is you're not even using your strength for real. Like it's
a
like
whole different application.
Hey, G, it's like those little muscles that we don't use.
Yeah.
You know how they be like, well, man, you gotta get the little muscles that you don't be. Yeah, that's golf, man.
Yep.
It's the muscles that you ain't using the biceps, nah.
Yeah, no.
Because if you do that, you probably gonna miss the ball, or it's gonna go flying somewhere it ain't supposed to be going, man. So yeah, it's all technique in golf, man.
And then lastly, Boom, what kind of beer you drink? What beer are you drinking? Are you a mixed drink guy? You a wine guy? Beer? What do you drink?
I don't drink beer, man.
No?
I drink beer, G.
I'm trying to do the interview, motherfucker.
Hey, no. If I drink, it'd be wine or I'm a bourbon or whiskey guy.
There you go. Yeah. So like, so would you do like, what's like a favorite bourbon or whiskey, and is it on the rocks? How do you take it, Boom?
On the rock straight up. I like Woodford.
Yep. Woodford.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, Woodford's a good one, and with the cigar, you're gold.
Oh yeah. If you know
So
me, you know.
next time you're in town, we gotta do it on location where we can
No,
blaze some
yeah.
cigars and rock.
Yeah, let's do it, man. You know, we've done it multiple times. It's always a good time to catch up, get a good stick, man. So I'm all for that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You got anything else for him, Cole?
No.
Boom. Thanks for joining the show, bro. Obviously, we're going to have you back from time to time, and it's just really good to see you. Good to see you
Always.
smiling. Glad you're
yeah.
feeling good. Stay
Always.
safe out there, and
Yes,
I'll
sir.
holler at you soon.
For sure, man. Y'all.
All right, brother. We'll see
ya.
you. Oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was real awesome. Cole, so,
Boom's a beast.
yeah, man, it was fun. Like, whenever I got a chance to train Boom when he was playing for the Colts, that was like one. That's how I met Dose and
Yeah.
Taj, Pat McAfee. That's which we're trying to act like today, which is amazing. And it was a good time. All right, so Cole, what are we doing next?
Well, I think we got to talk about the sponsor of the show.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
So it's Friday. Hit some arms.
It's Flex Friday. Flex Friday. It's Flex Friday.
So you got the arm pump.
You got the arm pump.
You're sure your arms are popping through it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So now tonight with dinner, you get some brews.
Yeah.
If you like Busch
I think
Light,
we need.
like Guinness,
I'm not drinking fucking Busch Light, but I
Yeah.
do think we need beer though.
No, yeah. We
Okay.
Do.
All
Yeah,
right.
we do.
Tyler.
Yes.
Love it. Ooh,
Tyler, say
these
hi.
are
Yes. Say hello, Tyler.
Dude, these are some
This is
cool.
Tyler.
What up? Tyler's in the house.
Friday.
It's Flex Friday.
Tyler, what kind of beer are you gonna drink later?
Oh,
Yeah,
Guinness.
he's drinking Guinness.
Flex
Whoa.
Friday. I mean, it's like
Cheers.
9 a.m. Right?
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put the helmet back on.
Flex Friday.
Flex Friday! All
right, so now we got to talk.
Yes. All right.
About the sponsor.
Corey, so you just chugged the Guinness, smashed the can.
Well, the problem is, so listen, the reason why my speed was a little lacking, Cole, is because when you pop the Guinness, you have that ball that hits that nitrous, I believe. I have it on tap in my house, so it's a little different. But so it in this can, it does the clug, clug, clug. It doesn't just. So what I should have done was take that pen, stab the side of it, and then took it. Would have been much better. Yeah. So don't look at my speed on that chug. By the way, this is like 16. It's 14.9 ounces, not 12.
Yes.
Don't take that because I'm a lot faster than that. But what I'm going to tell you now is about the sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor. So
Amino Recovery. Go ahead.
So you shotgun like 7 Guinnesses.
Probably
What's
5.
The next move. What are you doing?
So right before I go to bed. Now we always drink 2 scoops a day of Amino Recovery, which has our aminos, has our glutamine, and has a hydration complex. But before bed, for you guys that are new, that don't follow the brand or myself, we drink Friday and Saturday, like most of the time, at least a few beers, just because we've been, putting out hard all weekend or all week. And it's like 2 scoops in water right before you go to bed. And I swear that it takes the hangover. And I don't really have much of a hangover from dark beer, but the reality is it is way less severe when that. And balancing, by the time to get hydrated for Monday so we can deadlift, and just so you don't feel like shit all weekend, so you can play with your kids and do what you need to do as a grown-ass man, like that is, I think has been a huge thing. So like, shout out to Amino Recovery.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Cole in the helmet.
Yeah, so while I was at Ohio State's campus Friday,
there you go.
Go to class, you got the gallon jug life in the
Jug Life.
classroom, 2 scoops in there. And what I always do is I'd go an extra scoop before go out. So before I started drinking, I would sometimes dome some pre-workout, drink the Amino Recovery, and then start smashing some Busch Light. That's the protocol.
Wait, hold on. Go over that protocol one more time. Before you go out, protocol. Okay.
Protocol is during the day at class, gallon jug, 2 scoops. You get that full gallon of water, you're hydrated, right? Because you don't want to be dehydrated. If you're dehydrated, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
you gotta go 2 scoops in the gallon. Then right before you start drinking, put a scoop in, put a scoop in the cup, dome some pre-workout, chug that glass of water with the scoop in it, and then you're good to drink.
That's an amazing protocol, Cole.
And as long as you don't get too hammered, then before you go to bed, sometimes do another scoop.
As long as you don't get too hammered?
Yes. If you walk in stumbling and you just forget, you should be good. But if you take another scoop,
no, I think that's 100% the move.
Yeah.
Talk about arm training today, Cole.
Yeah.
So listen, you have been documented to say less calculus, more triceps.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
And that became a thing when you were at Ohio State and you were in calculus class and your triceps were getting weak.
Yeah. Sometimes.
What happened with that?
Yeah. Sometimes it just gets away from you.
Yeah.
Like
I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah. So like bench press is like, it's really like a mental challenge. Well, calculus is like bench pressing 400 pounds.
The fact that
day.
I couldn't even make it into a calculus class.
Yeah. So while I was in calculus, my brain's fried. It was affecting my bench press.
Oh.
But I was neglecting my triceps. So that's why, see, whenever I first started training arms, it was skull crushers. Heavy skull crushers, working it up to 45 pounds on the easy bar curl.
Yeah.
But then you get away from that. Now you're doing like 25s. And that's what it did. My bench press.
Talk about your rep ranges that you like from tricep or bicep standpoint. I'm going to check the phones real quick.
Personally, the skull crushers is the heavier, so the less reps, like the less volume and more weight. I think that's already like always benefited me, because whenever I was benching the most, I was skull crushing 45s and a 10 on each side for reps.
Yes.
Like 12, 10, 8, 6, just keeping it real simple.
Skull crushers. So here's what's interesting about skull crushers. A lot of people say it hurts their elbows. And so I think if you do skull crushers and it hurts your elbows, you have to find whatever grip doesn't hurt, but maybe they're a little uncomfortable. They're probably fucking weak.
I think
they're fucking weak. Like I remember Louis Simmons told AJ Roberts when he was benching with a shirt like fucking 800 pounds or something, and he said his elbows hurt all the time. He's like, do 200 band push downs every day. Your fucking elbows are weak. And he's like, well, I bench 800 pounds. He's like, but they're still fucking weak. And then he benched 900 pounds.
Yeah, because like that's what I feel like. That's what I think too, because half the time they can't even skull crush that much, and all that is your elbows crack or whatever. But it's because this tricep right here it's not even like growing.
No, but I just don't think it has enough blood flow.
No,
So we started doing skull crushers where we have plates, but then putting kettlebells on the outside, not hanging, but actually on the bar. And just that little change actually puts a ton of blood in your triceps. And I agree. Like when my bench was the best, like around 375, I was able to skull crush a 45 and a 25 on each side of the curl bar for 3 to 5 reps with no elbow pain.
That's perfect. Another exercise that helped me out a lot was the dumbbell rollbacks.
Oh,
so pretty much a dumbbell skull crusher, but rolling it back.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, like I was doing like 65s for reps with that.
Yeah.
Just like getting it.
Yeah.
And
I saw guys at Westside do like fucking 120-pound dumbbells like that. Like just fucking, it's crazy.
Yeah, just focusing on just like grinding out the weight.
Yeah.
Like just get some heavy weight in your hands and you get that in there, and then
it's pretty sick.
Pushing through it.
I like going live.
No, yeah, this is fun.
It is fun. What did we say? We said supplements, beer. I mean, this happened real quick. I mean, that's here's why we're doing Flex Friday. I forgot. I wanted to start off with this, but we were late because we had technical difficulty, and then Boom was in the green room. But the reality is, the reason why we wanted to start this is because, listen, you've probably had a tough week. Shit's wild out here in the streets.
No, yeah.
And like we want to like start your weekend off fun on your way to work. And like, talk about it's fucking arm day. I know tonight we're going to drink beer.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can have some guests and just have some fun and just let people know, like, dude, we all out here battling all kinds of stuff, but we got to rely on each other to keep it fun.
No, yeah, because I mean, wake up like throughout this week, we've been so busy.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better than waking up early, crushing some arms. You get that confidence.
Yep.
You're juiced up. Then you come in here and you have to like spread the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do.
Yeah. I don't think, nothing has ever been accomplished without enthusiasm. And I want to try to do a better job to let you guys know, like, how thankful I am for the support of Max Effort and Corey G Fitness and any of the stuff, this podcast. We're going to start some more stuff like this to kind of just help like spread kind of really how we're operating and just try to, and for us to have more fun.
For sure.
Because in the process, you want to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is like with all of these possibilities, like we're live on like 5 different things right now. Why are we not doing that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we are today.
Yeah, we are. And then like we have a live chat so people can ask us questions.
Yeah, no, the live chat's cool. What we need to do is figure out how we can see that here. Like our production is going to,
which I actually think we need to talk about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically,
what are we going to talk about?
We came up with the entire show idea like what, yesterday.
And he made the graphic for social media literally at 7 this morning.
Yeah, I made it within like 10 minutes. So like that's just showing like we have the idea, we executed. Like the production is absolutely, if you could see the setup like that we have going on,
it's amazing. Yeah, of course. So, I mean, like absolutely amazing. But I think that's a great talking point. Like the fact, here's what I came around to. I kept thinking that since like, man, the first podcast I was ever on, I was like, man, this is like my jam. I really like this. And I know you've always liked it too, since we started doing the G Unit podcast on the app. And it was like, how can we do things that are going to just literally maybe make a few people smile or get some people interested in their fitness and feeling better and building confidence and show the process more? Like literally, like people think maybe when they see this, it actually looks pretty fucking good for what we've actually done. But understand that every situation that I've been in, when you get to the behind the curtain, it's actually not as serious as you think it is. And I'm telling you, this is whether early in my career when I was in New York doing modeling, when at the height of MP, when we were doing crazy stuff, like you get to that situation, you're like, oh, this is what it is? Like, oh, I could fuck with that. You know what I mean? And I think I always talk about when people can see under the hood, if they could
if you guys could
see the setup of how we get the laptop there and the phones there, I think it makes it more realistic to think that you, the person watching, could be a part of whatever your idea and creativity is, that you just got to bring it to reality. That there's so many resources now, it's like right there for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that we're now utilizing them. I mean, I think that this production we're going to get cameras. Then maybe the laptop can be better. Yeah, dude, we made it up in 24 hours.
That we just got started. Doesn't matter what the production
I think, honestly, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Because this morning I had like a little bit of butterflies because I was like, all right, trying to get my lunges in real quick. I had to have Rachel take the kids to school because we had to tape early. And I was like, I really don't know what me and Cole are going to talk about. But when I texted you, I was like, hey, can you make a graphic that says like beer, sups, football, and arms?
Yeah, I got it.
So good. What's it feel like for you, Cole? Obviously, just graduating college, followed my content as a high schooler and middle schooler. Now you're the guy on the fucking mic right across. What's that feel like?
It's
weird.
It's like a full circle, like, thing, but I always kind of knew like I would end up like in this spot one way or another.
I believe you.
Even if I would have never went to Ohio State, I would have went to Denison. It would have been right in Greenville.
Yeah, because you were gonna play football there. That's right.
You have to try, like it's all weird how it works out.
Yeah, the execution was coming anyway.
No, yeah,
so good. So good. I'm kind of excited about what are you gonna eat for your cheat meal tonight?
Dude, honestly, I might keep it clean.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to.
I
just got back.
What's the strategy? Oh, because you weren't clean during the week.
I just got back. I just got back from New York. Shout out to Kayla.
Yeah, it was her birthday, right?
Watching. Yeah.
How old is she?
23.
Oh, all right.
23.
Happy birthday.
So we had that. So yeah, but now starting a win streak up until Christmas.
Love it.
So I just like want to kind of chill. And Thanksgiving next week, I just want to chill on it.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, we're gonna have with Max Effort Muscle and Corey G. Those worlds are merged for the Rolex competition this year. So we're gonna have actually 10 places of prizes, a Rolex, $5,000. I'm working on all that stuff right now. We're going to come out. So I'm going to do like the mini bulk till probably through the holidays.
I'm kind of prepping myself for that.
Like and then I'm just going to I'm going to do it with everybody. I'm going to get fucking diced, bro.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time. It's going to be fun. You're going to get fucking diced too?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because if the whole community is rallied at the same time, and I know it's probably 3 years ago, when I was actually posting the progress each week, it felt like it really helped with the steam because the people were seeing, as it was changing, they're like, damn, I better get on board with this. So I'm hype about that promotion because it always produces some amazing results for people. And the reality is I was listening to Jim Carrey this morning, actually, which is interesting because I know that he's like an inspirational dude and obviously crazy talented, but I ran into a couple of videos of him doing commencement speeches. man, he was talking about some awesome visualization stuff today. And he said that when he realized that and this kind of ties back to why we're doing stuff like this today. He realized that his like probably main objective in life was to take people's worries away through laughter.
Yeah.
That it wasn't about the $1 million, the 10 million, like he wanted all that and that came to him, but that he could help people like disengage from worries and problems. And because laughter is what brings joy and enjoyment, just like when we're yelling Flex Friday, like you're laughing even thinking about it. And it made me realize that that's a portion of what I think I'm here to do too, is that help create confidence, help make people believe things are what I've seen happen in my life has been unbelievable. So like that's why I think I'm so passionate about like, how can we get people there could be somebody that watches this today that don't know shit about any of this stuff is like, man, what's really up with this whole vibe? And then could enter into the funnel and then everything can change. And I know that.
I think it's going to be a great process because if we're doing it, the people are following along with us.
Yeah.
Now they're holding us accountable. We're holding
them accountable. Yeah.
And then, you never know. Like there could be like a kid back home who's watching us, seeing what we do.
Yeah.
Who wants to be doing what we do.
And that's real.
Now, yeah.
Well, really, because I think about it too, Cole, with you being 23.
Yeah.
23, me being almost 43, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. 20-year difference. Obviously, a couple different, cycles of people through the valley. Sure. That right there. So you're a prime example of why I'm doing this, because you were the kid that was in the valley, watching some of it.
Hopefully,
isn't that crazy?
One day
you'll be fit in this seat, And then,
right
when Cole's in this seat and I'm in that seat, call me on the golf course, Cole, because that's where I'm going to be.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. What is there any games you're looking forward to this weekend? Have you looked at the schedule much? Buckeyes. It was weird them not playing last week.
I think, dude, that like what was it, Maryland?
Yeah, fuck all that.
Whack. Ohio State needed to play that game. They needed to get the kinks out. The running game needs to be picked up. Like it's all right, but it should be better. And then that defense, like those guys just need more reps, I think.
Yeah.
But the Buckeyes, everyone else, not even worth watching.
Is Justin Fields great?
Yes.
Yeah. You think that?
I think he's like, he's definitely probably one of the best athletes in college football right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
I wonder, probably Trevor Lawrence going to win the Heisman, right? Well, I guess if he comes back, I guess he hadn't been playing.
Hey, Justin Fields' percentage right now is like, his
unreal.
Numbers that he's putting up is crazy.
Yeah. That would be amazing if we had another Heisman Trophy winner here.
I would love to see another like a rematch of Clemson Ohio State though.
Yeah, that'd be dope because that'd be the two best athletes at quarterback on the field.
Yes, which I think it will. Indiana's always like a tough game for Ohio State, just even in the past because
they are. I'm telling you, man, they are sneaky, bro. I'm giving love to IU, bro.
Ball out against Ohio State. Ohio State always has trouble with them.
Sure.
So I think like Ohio State just needs to play their type of ball.
Yeah.
And just execute. If they get out hot, it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. What time we got? Well, we almost had an hour show.
Yeah.
That's pretty legit. That's pretty
good.
We were a little late because we didn't know what the fuck was going on, but the fact that like we didn't know. So here, this is a little behind the scenes. We didn't know how we were going to hear Boom because I didn't bring the splitter for the headphones, so Cole couldn't have headphones.
Yeah.
You can't go through the computer because then you'll hear the reverb. So the fact that in time, I just took the headphones off and you could actually hear Boom talking. We never figured that out.
Yeah, we had no
I need people to understand that that's okay. That's okay.
We had the idea that we wanted to do a show yesterday. We kind of set this up. But then at the last, within probably 45, an hour, that's whenever I made the graphic within 10 minutes.
Yeah. And the graphic we had for when you see, if you watch this whole time, you see where Boom came in. We had a graphic that went around it, but it didn't work.
It didn't end up not working. So, we're gonna figure it out.
But I think having the cameras, having the live chat, having the all that stuff's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah,
dude, so pumped.
Yeah, I feel like this is a great way to start your Friday.
Oh,
people probably riding or work, selling in.
Yeah, dude. Starting Friday with us.
Yes.
On Flex Friday. Flex Friday. I just don't know how you can go wrong.
No. Yeah. So then you've already either had your arm workout or you might hit one tonight.
And what happens? What do you feel like if today's not their arm day? Is that a problem?
Are you doing legs?
Well, yeah, I mean, we still do legs too, but you should never. But I think. See, here's what you got to realize. Friday is going into the weekend.
Yeah.
If you have an arm pump, how much more badass do you feel?
Dude, oh man.
At least 35, 38, 67% more badass.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because you get that arm pump in, then COVID right now, but like used to be going out.
Yeah, it's true. You're getting an arm pump to be at your house drinking beer, but still helps that confidence player.
Good, yeah.
All right, we'll kind of wrap it up with look, we appreciate the support coming in to see our first show. It was a little bit a mess, but actually it turned out pretty great.
Way longer than what we expected.
Yeah, I mean,
we thought it was going to be like
I thought it was going to be like Howard Stern, like 4 hours. So my expectation was different than Cole's.
You just stay here all day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I will look forward to it each Friday as long as we're in town. We'll start to do it. It'll be a lot of fun. And make sure you check out maxeffortmuscle.com.
Yes.
You know, order a stack, get you some more amino recovery. Stay tuned for some deals that we'll have soon. And, you know, just go about your day.
You know what's next Friday?
Yeah.
Next Flex Friday
is fucking Black Friday.
Oh!
We're out.